Hey folks, welcome back. Hope you all can hear me. Just grabbing my microphone a bit closer. So if you're not already in our competition, you might be a bit late. So maybe tune into our Facebook page and keep an eye out for the competitions. If you put up a photo of your dog and get lots of activity, we'll turn something into a competition very quickly. So what we're going to discuss today is barking. Okay, I'll take my Easter attire off. When it comes to barking dogs, people are in a little bit of a quandary because they want their dog to bark, but they don't want to get complaints from the neighbours. So if we hop over to our page, in the background here, I've got my little matrix chart. But if you hop onto the barking dog training collar page, you'll actually see me go through the whole presentation I did, which explains what to look for in a good dog barking collar. Now, they're not all the same, okay? So there are certain ones that I've selected. There's a link on the notes up there for you to have a look at and go through the page. And there's certain things I like about bark collars, but you've got to decide what's going to suit you and what's going to suit your dog. It's no good getting something that it might be a little bit cheaper, but it's not going to last a long time because barking can become a bit of an area you might need to revisit. My choice, my go-to one that I used on my toy poodle many years ago, I'll show you that one. That's the barking dog training collar. Again, on the website, we have another video there, so you can go through that video. But what's it all about? Now, the biggest question I probably get is, how can my dog bark when it needs to? I want to make sure that when someone is jumping my fence, my dog is not too scared to bark. And that's the key, because if you get the wrong collar, you're not going to be able to achieve that. So let's have a look at the bark matrix, which again is available on that first page I showed you. And by the way, there's our page for the dog line. I'm not logged in. There we go. Anyway, that's the page for the dog line on Facebook. Okay, over to the bark matrix. Now, if you've got a dog that's barking at normal neighborhood activity, okay, so we're talking about pigeons in the trees, people aren't home, someone might throw in a word there called separation anxiety. Let me know if you've heard about some of these terms in the comments below. And your dog's barking unnecessarily too many times in a period and for too long in a period as well, kind of can get you unstuck. So you might end up with nasty letters from the neighbours, people knocking on the door, the ranger and the shire getting involved. And in worst case scenarios, you could end up getting fined because you're disturbing the neighbourhood so much. But here's the thing. If your dog is barking and his comfort zone is here on this line and he's barking too much, this is his comfort zone. If he's barking too much at that level, you want to get something that's going to come in a little bit above his comfort zone and possibly even come in with a little beeper, which is called Pavlovian Training. So just quickly, if I do this bark collar, you'll see a little light, so you can see it going off. We've made it very sensitive because this one has a rubber coating on it, so it won't go off if it gets knocked around, and it will increase gradually. So if your dog is barking, the collar will start to increase automatically. So it's kind of like self-learning, but you do need to obviously do a little bit of training. So as the dog continues to bark, they'll get a higher and higher correction, and then the little beeper. So after a while, the dog learns that if they bark, they'll hear the tone, they'll get the tingle from the collar. That's just enough to trim them out from barking at normal neighborhood activities. But if your dog, here's the key, if your dog's adrenaline jumps up to here because someone is jumping your fence, the collar will start to increase gradually. And as time goes on, then the collar is going to hit the dog's comfort zone and it's going to trim that barking out, so you'll get the dog to reduce the barking. So we're attacking the issue from two perspectives. We're stopping the dog barking from unnecessary items, and we're also teaching them that if they do bark, they can only bark for a certain period of time. Look, I'll leave that there. I want to keep it quite brief. If you've got any questions, jump on the phone or jump onto that page, have a look, go through. It's free shipping on the checkout over $110, which gets you into good quality. If you're looking at around about $150, you're going to get something that lasts a bit of time. And of course, we put the training guides in. So the number to dial, 1300 the dog, 1300 843 364. Tune in tomorrow because we're giving away this baby for our Easter competition. Okay, bye from me. Give us a call if you need a hand with dogs barking. See ya.